Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. In this tutorial I'll be demonstrating how to create this ombre combed 2-tier cake. I have a 6-inch cake that I'll be working with for my bottom tier, and I filled that in with some vanilla buttercream in the hybrid frosting, so it's half butter and half shortening. Recipe and video demonstration will be linked in the description box below, or just click on the little icon that shows up on the top right hand side. Fill that in all the way to the top and then create a thin layer of coating around the whole cake. This is a crumb coat, traps in any crumbs, and especially because we're working with a buttercream cake, I'm making this extra thick. That way once I add my next layer of frosting, it's a lot less likely that you'll see through to my cake. Clear up the sides and bring that lip of frosting to the top and pop it into your freezer for 10 minutes to set. Do the exact same thing with a 4-inch cake. Once that's had time to set, I'm popping some turquoise buttercream at the very bottom. I've used a smaller spatula for this because it's a lot easier to work with, gives you a bit more control. In the middle of the cake I'm adding another ring, but this time in a lighter version of turquoise. I just added white buttercream to the turquoise that I already had to make it lighter. And then the exact same thing again, lighter again, but this time I'm starting at the top, making it nice and flat, and then adding on the ring. I do this because I find that it's probably a lot easier this way, and I also create more of a lip at the top of the cake. This makes it a bit easier to get the sharp edge that you want. Going around to smooth it down just a little bit with my acrylic frosting scraper. And then I've taken my frosting comb. This is the Diamond Zig Zag comb that I have up on my website. You can check that out for the link below, or again in the little card that pops down. Go around a few times to get that groove going, and then as a finishing touch, I'll start on one end, I'll do a full circle and end where I started, so there's no jumping, stop starting. You literally do one full circle around the cake to make sure it's completely smooth. Clear up the top with your spatula, bring that lip of frosting to the center, and then pop that 6-inch into the fridge to set for at least 20 minutes. For the top tier, which is a 4-inch cake, doing the exact same thing. And here I'm showing you guys in real time without chopping and changing between scenes. I literally just go around a few times to get that shape from the comb happening on the frosting. And then once I'm happy with more or less how it looks, that's when I'll bring my arm right over and I'll do one full circle without stopping. Clear out that top layer, and then pop that into your freezer instead for 20 minutes because we'll be handling it with our hands. I've got 5 bubble tea straws, pressed it all the way down so it touches the cake board, and then it kind of picks up the frosting at the very top of the cake. Cut it at that point because you know that's where it sits completely flush with the top of your cake. I'm applying some buttercream at the top as glue and then adhering my top tier. Because it's been in the freezer, I can touch with my hands and the buttercream won't misshape. These are really pretty blue orchids. I've found that the colour worked really well with this cake. If you can find organic ones, fantastic. If not, make sure to give them a good wash. And even if you want to, you could add some baking paper underneath so there's a barrier between the flowers and the cake. For filler, I've added in some popcorn. You could add in whatever flavour you like, sometimes they come in different colours, play around with that as well. And I've added a ring of frosting on the 6-inch so that you can stick the popcorn on top. I found that to look a little bit on the flat side, so I went in with some more buttercream and just stuck some on top here and there. Just give it a bit more life. Follow the same steps at the very bottom, and then for added detail I've just crushed some in my hand and sprinkling them all over the cake board. Add on some gold leaf for extra detail, and you're done. Create a really pretty summery cake, perfect for a birthday or a wedding or engagement. Very easy to do, and it's just the color scheme here, keeping it simple and sweet. with the vibrant colours to sort of contrast is what really kicks off this cake. I hope you guys give this a try. It was super easy to do, especially with the frosting comb. It just adds that elegant touch. This was the Diamond Zig Zag frosting comb that I've used, and it's available on my website. The link will be in the description box below or in the little card up here somewhere. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next week for another cake decorating tutorial.